Hi, everybody. Welcome. We are so glad that you are here. Thank you so much for spending some Tuesday night time with us in the middle of your crazy holiday season. I know you are so busy, and it means so much to us that you're giving us a little bit of your time tonight. I know for a fact that if you are on right now, it means that you were invited by somebody who cares about you and is passionate about what Plexus has done to improve their life and believes that you can have the same thing. So I am Shannon Sarandos, and I'm joined by the beautiful Rachel Griffin to share our favorite products that help us to have our best health for these holidays. Sounds pretty good. We're ready to have the good health and have good holidays. So first, I want to actually share a little bit about my story with you before we get started. So I came to these products when I was pregnant and suffering. Gallbladder issues, chronic fatigue that started years before I was pregnant, uncontrollable sugar cravings, high cholesterol, very young for that, horrible potty problems, bloating and cramping every time I ate. I had severe hormone imbalances, and that's just a few of the things that I struggled with. And here I am almost 2 years later, suffering from zero of those problems. And I just honestly never thought it was in the cards for me to feel like this. I thought that feeling bad was just part of getting older, and health decline was just part um, of life. And so I'm here to tell you that is far from the truth. My Plexus story started back in April 2020. And like a lot of you, I had health issues I dealt with for years before I finally did something about it. Um, I have faith that if you're listening to my voice right now, it's because you are also searching and praying for something and hoping, but you just don't like the way that you feel and you don't know what to do about it. There has to be something that can help you, but you're just not really sure where to start. Um, and I'm here to tell you that is exactly how I felt. And I didn't really know where to start. I would literally Google, why do I feel this tired? And just see what happens. And Google told me all the things. Or why does my poop look like this? Yes, I said poop. Pooping is good and it is normal. It's okay to talk about poop. It's a very important part of our life. And so many people have issues with it. It's hard to talk about. So, I was just embarrassed at how chronically fatigued I was all the time. I couldn't even go to a movie theater without falling asleep. And I hated how horrible my digestion was. I was afraid to eat at a friend's house because I knew I would be running to their bathroom. Um, I had gallbladder issues for a long time, and I was on birth control for 15 years that wrecked my hormones. And, I didn't know what to do about it. And that gave me yeast infections and female issues every month. And it just went on and on and on. And I'm just so glad you're here tonight because I'm here to tell you that there is hope and there is something better. And you were created for a healthier and a happier life. And I am so excited to dive in and share more about Plexus with you tonight. So let's start by talking a little bit about gut health. So your gut health affects every single part of your body. Your gut is a brain that tells the rest of your body how healthy and unhealthy to be. So most all diseases and health problems that we have, they can be traced back to root issues of gut health or blood sugar imbalance or inflammation. And Plexus focuses on those things, and they target those three root issues to help your body reset and to heal and to improve at that root level. So the reality is there is a battle going on in your gut between the good bacteria and the bad bacteria every single day. Plexus helps to feed that good and fight the bad. The XOS prebiotics that are in Slim, which I'm about to tell you about, is a superfood that actually feeds the probiotics. So prebiotics are the food, and probiotics are the live good bacteria that's in your gut. So the first product in our gut system is called Slim. It comes in this cute little stick pack. And so it's the first product of our Triplex, which is our gut health combo. So Slim was actually originally formulated for type 2 diabetes. And it's made from clean and natural and plant-based ingredients that keep your blood sugar and your cholesterol and your lipids at healthy levels. When you address those root issues of blood sugar and inflammation and gut health, your whole cycle of healing can really begin in your body. Tons of people have no idea that your blood sugar is fluctuating all day, and that's where those bursts and those crashes come from. So, keeping it stable is the key to a ton of health issues that we have. Slim has so many benefits. I literally don't have enough time to tell you about them all. But the best part about Slim is the longer you take it, the more good it does for your entire body. It continues to improve your body. One ingredient that I specifically love in Slim is the alpha lipoic acid. That's also known as ALA. And so ALA's purpose is to flush toxins from the fatty tissue that's in your body. But not just the bad fat, the good fat too, like your brain and your liver. So, so this ALA, it actually passes through your blood-brain barrier and goes straight to your frontal lobe, which this is incredible to me. I love science. If you like science, we're about to get there. It goes straight to your frontal lobe in your brain, and the detox actually wakes your brain up. It starts to detox the toxins that are stuck there. So if you have really bad memory issues or you have brain fog, Slim is going to be a game changer for you. You're going to have so much energy when you start taking Slim consistently, but it's not because Slim has caffeine. It actually doesn't have more than 2% caffeine, super, super low. There's the teeniest, tiniest amount of green bean coffee extract, and that's actually used as a prebiotic, which means, again, it's something that's feeding your probiotics. And so what happens is your body is made up of microbiome from head to toe, and when your body's microbiome is fed and happy, it energizes your whole body to function the way that it really wants to and function the way that it should instead of being tired and weighed down and exhausted. And so that, along with the blood sugar balancing factor, which is the main function of Slim, your hormones and your stress level and your mood are going to be balanced and they will be solid. So your daily happiness will improve on a cellular level. So for the rest of my life, I will drink Slim every single day. And y'all, Slim tastes so good. Like, so good. I crave it. I love it every day. It has no dyes or artificial anything. You've seen that it's bright pink, but no artificial. Everything is plant-based. So yummy. It has a natural lemon, raspberry, watermelon flavor. And believe me when I say your husband will be stealing your Slim. It's so good. So now there's two versions of Slim. One we just spoke about has the XOS prebiotics, which is this one. And then there's another version of Slim that we call Hunger Control. And instead of prebiotics, it has soluble fiber. It's super citrusy. It's a blood orange lemon lime flavor. And the Hunger Control Slim uses that soluble fiber to slowly expand in your gut to help you feel fuller and satisfied. So it's really good if you're trying to fight the munchies and not eat all the holiday snacks that are laying around the house, like my house. So really, really love the Slim Hunger Control. So that's the first product of our gut health combo called Triplex. So Rachel is going to take it away and tell you a little bit more about the other two supplements that we love in the Triplex.
Okay, hey friends, thanks Shan. Shannon is all about science, and I think that's great. We're cousins, so she got that out of the gene pool because I'm not super sciencey. But I'm going to be talking about two of my favorites, ProBio 5 and BioCleanse. And you have to talk about them together because they are best friends. And when used together, they really can change your health. So some things about gut health. You hear this term all the time. Shannon's talked a little bit about it already, but why is it so important? Some things that can be affected by gut health. So maybe some negative things you might notice by poor gut health are things like sleep, dandruff, diabetes, other types of autoimmune issues, obesity, depression or anxiety, colon issues, heart disease, even IBS, metabolism, arthritis, digestion, immune system, mood or mental health, weight gain or weight loss, even skin issues. Shannon already talked about brain fog, headaches, bloating or gas, diarrhea or constipation, and I could keep going, right? So gut health is super important. If those are all the negative impacts that poor gut health can have on you, can you imagine the positive impact that a really healthy gut could have on your body? It's amazing, and I've gotten to figure it out firsthand. So what makes this probiotic better than others, in my opinion? What makes it so cool? What makes it stand out from the pack? Because everybody's taking a probiotic these days. It's not just good bacteria in this. On top of the good bacteria, it has those 5 strains that it has. It has 4 digestive enzymes. It has vitamin B6. It has vitamin C. It has an antifungal grapeseed extract. That's amazing. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that. So it has all the good things in it, right? Now you'll notice this comes in a bottle. It is a pill. It's not refrigerated. So many other probiotics, especially refrigerated ones, activate with heat and with moisture. So think about that. You put it in your mouth, and what happens? It's activated. Well, then it has a journey to take, right? It's not automatically in your gut. It's got to go down through your digestive system. So by the time it gets to your gut, it actually may not even be working anymore. And the gut is where we need the probiotics. So Probio 5 has freeze-dried strains, and it has microencapsulation. So these 2 processes that it goes through are what helps it survive the whole journey into your gut, so that when it gets to your gut, it'll begin thriving. So why do you need such a good probiotic? Well, you have yeast. Everyone is born with yeast in the gut, but then it multiplies and we get a lot of it. And what happens is it starts to form a shell. And this is gross. Have you ever stepped on a cockroach and it like cracks? It's disgusting. I can't stand it. Well, that's kind of what happens to the yeast in your gut, is it gets like a shell, like an exoskeleton of a cockroach. Yuck. And so regular probiotics can't just get through it because they have to break through the shell. So Probio 5 has that enzyme I mentioned before that breaks through that cell wall and is actually able to attack the yeast overgrowth so that your intestines can properly absorb the cultures, the live cultures that you're putting in. So Probio 5's basic job is to get in your gut and scrub it really good. So think about a toilet. It's not my favorite job in the house to clean toilets, but what do? You put the cleaner in, right? Then you grab that toilet brush and you scrub all around. That's what Probio is doing. Now, just like when you're cleaning a toilet, you don't just scrub it and leave it, right? No, you have to flush all that out. And that's when BioCleanse comes in. So think of Probio as the scrubbing and BioCleanse as the flushing. So what is it? It's a formulated magnesium oxide compound with oxygen enhancement and vitamin C with bioflavonoids. If you're like me, you just went, what? So let me explain. So many of us are walking around in a low oxygen or a toxic state. And this is caused by things like poor diet, stress. Hello, this time of year is wonderful, but we all have a little bit of extra stress with everything going on. Low activity levels, even things like polluted air and shallow breathing. And the body just cannot keep up its metabolism in this state. And so it begins to gather waste more than it can eliminate waste. And this can cause things like viruses, bacteria, fungi, yeast, chronic fatigue. And so BioCleanse is going to go in and increase the oxygen levels around those microbes and cause them to die in this high oxygen environment. So what is it cleansing exactly? Because I know, we've all heard of cleanses, and you may hear the word BioCleanse and go, oh, I don't know about that. So I've mentioned it increases oxygen levels in the body and then naturally causes cells to dump toxins. And the cleanse is different than going into like a health food store and picking up a cleanse that's not meant for long-term use, right? Typical cleanses are not, and BioCleanse is. The extra toxins being released when you're on BioCleanse are natural side effect of having higher oxygen levels. And so it keeps getting better. And this is kind of cool. I'm going to geek out for a minute. The extra oxygen that I'm talking about raises the body's pH levels. And what that does is make you less acidic and more alkaline. It almost sounds like I'm talking about batteries, but you want to be alkaline, okay? Being less toxic overall and more alkaline is a huge step in preventing or avoiding diseases in the future. And that's amazing. I don't know about y'all, but I do want to live a long, healthy life. Now, Shannon mentioned this already. Let's talk poop. Did you know that if you were to go to a colon specialist, they would tell you should be eliminating? So you should have at least 3 bowel movements a day, or for each meal you eat, you should be eliminating or having a bowel movement. Okay. Keep in mind that this is the number one way by far to get rid of toxins in the body. Also keep in mind that the fungus, that candida yeast overgrowth, thrive in a constipated colon. And that was me for years, y'all. I was constantly constipated, and that just made that bad yeast thrive even more. It is absolutely crucial to have several bowel movements a day in order to prevent and recover from disease. So although we don't like talking about it, poop is important and we must be doing it. Now, I cannot talk about BioCleanse without mentioning magnesium. 80 to 90% of women are deficient in magnesium, and magnesium is crucial for over 300 of your body's chemical processes, so it's a must. So do you need both? Do you need both ProBio 5 and BioCleanse? Absolutely yes. Yes, yes. When the enzymes in the ProBio 5 are doing their job and killing off those fungus corpses, you need that BioCleanse to come in and kick out the corpses, right? You don't want them to stay in your intestines. So in other words, flush the toilet. And that's exactly what BioCleanse is going to help do. So like Shannon said, these 3 products, Slim, ProBio 5, and BioCleanse, make up what we call our triplex system. And when you add a 4th product to it called X Factor Plus, we like to call that the Fab 4. And Shannon's going to tell you a little bit about that.
Thank you, Rachel. Yes, I love the triplex. My mom is on it, my dad is on it, my family is on it, my husband's on it. We all are on it. I believe in these products so much. I have done so much research. There is no reason why I don't want my family to live longer, and that is what triplex will help them do. And I love it. And so thank you, Rachel, so much. Yes, the last product is called X Factor Plus. Now this is Plexus's supercharged multivitamin. It is super high in B12. It is loaded with great hair and skin and nail vitamins. It helps with iron levels. Plus, it has aloe in it, which actually helps your body absorb nutrition by up to 300% more. Incredible. And not only that, we have proof that this multivitamin helps with menopausal symptoms. So it's not just another multivitamin off of the department store shelf. It's a powerhouse. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. It has 50 trace chelated minerals. Anyone ever heard of that word, chelated? It's very important because chelated minerals mean that they are able to easily pass through your small intestines and into your bloodstream. So because they're chelated, your body can actually use the vitamins and to absorb them. Which is very important. Why would you take a vitamin that your body can't absorb, right? But if you've ever taken a vitamin and your pee is bright yellow, that is because your body is getting rid of vitamins that it doesn't understand and can't absorb. So This is a very special vitamin because your body can see everything and absorb everything. X Factor Plus also has 23 bioavailable nutrients, which means your body recognizes them, is able to reach out, snag them up, absorb them quickly. Um, and we all know that we aren't eating a perfect diet, right? Especially during the holidays. We have back to back holidays all around us. And even if you are eating perfect, because of things like soil depletion, we really aren't getting the nutrients that we think we are. So it's important to fill in all the gaps with supplements and make sure that our bodies are getting what it needs, especially in this season. So lots of information, lots of great science. Do you feel super smart? You should feel so smart right now. So good. So Rachel actually has one more thing to talk about before we are done here.
Okay, so this is going to be super short, but we did want to share with y'all before we got off that for those of you who do get started this month, you will have the opportunity to join an exclusive Facebook group that we're calling our January Reset group. It's going to be amazing. You don't want to miss out. There's going to be accountability, there's recipes, there's nutrition help, there's product tips that are going to be in there, there's exercises even that are going to be in there. So many wonderful things. And the best part is there's prizes too. So there's pop-up giveaways, and there's a grand prize of a Peloton, y'all, at the end. I'm going for it. I want that. So be sure to get with whoever invited you here, because one, they want you to be a part of that group, but also because we really just want to see our friends and family thriving. So get with whoever invited you, ask some details on getting started, and thanks so much for joining us tonight. We pray that you all have a very Merry Christmas and enjoy your friends and family.